Hey, it's Will here. So I just wanted to provide an update regarding my AirPods Pro. If you have AirPods Pro and there's an issue with like crackling sounds in them, or they're cutting in and out, like the noise canceling has issues, and if they are from like 2020, like an older model of AirPods Pro, I just wanted to let you know that there is an option to have them replaced. Obviously, it's up to Apple whether or not to replace them. But I just wanted to share my brief story here with you, in that if you're having issues with your AirPods Pro and they are an older model, I did a Google search, and on Apple support it says that certain models of a certain age, 2020 or something like that, of AirPods Pro that have issues with sound and crackling sounds and that sort of thing, which mine did. It was like making this crackling sound in the right ear, and the left ear was the noise cancellation was cutting in and out constantly, which is like really annoying when you spend hundreds of dollars on what you expect to be a high quality product, and then they start having these sound issues. Another issue I had was that they wouldn't connect to my iMac, and that's annoying. Like, they connect to my laptop, my MacBook Pro, no problem. They connect to my phone, no problem. But the iMac, they just would not connect, so they kind of cut in and out, and they just wouldn't. I couldn't. You know how normally you can jump from one device to the next with your AirPods? It just wouldn't work with the iMac, and it was really frustrating, right? So I just stopped using my AirPods Pro with the iMac because they just wouldn't work. So I'd only use them with my MacBook Pro and my iPhone. So back to this issue with the crackling sound in the ears, like they would just crackle and pop, and like if there was any loud noise, it's like it would overload the noise cancellation microphone or something, and it would just distort like instantly, and I hear the sound in my ear. And yeah, if you've experienced that, you're not alone. It's extremely annoying, and I tolerated that for a long time, for I don't know, whatever, months or whatever, and finally I'm like, well, I'll just do a Google search. So I searched, and Crackling AirPods Pro, and it showed up this article on Apple, on their website, on their support website, saying that basically it's like a recall. And so if your AirPods Pro are a certain serial number, which mine were, all you do is you make sure you have the support app on your device, Apple support. I have that on my device. I'm logged into my iTunes or iCloud, whatever, my Apple ID. I'm logged into my Apple ID. I went on there. I looked it up. Okay, there's FAQs. I'm like, no, I want support. So I went to support. Wanted to find a local place that was nearby that could, that was an Apple authorized dealer that could service the AirPods Pro. So I made an appointment, set the appointment, showed up early, signed them off. They were going to have a look at them, test them, run them through their machines to test them and all that. And what was it? I dropped them off on Monday. It's Wednesday now. I dropped them off on Monday, and Tuesday I got a call already saying that, yeah, it looks like we're gonna have to replace them. They both have issues. And I'm like, sweet. So they said, yeah, should be ready this afternoon. And they called back maybe a couple hours later and said, yeah, your AirPods are all ready to go. So I kept my case. I don't even have it in my pocket, but anyways, my case has my name and number on it, which when I ordered the AirPods Pro originally, my case has the name and number on it. It didn't need replacing, which is cool because it's got my name and number etched in it, right? And I'm sure the battery's still fine in that. But so what I'm getting at here is, if you're having issues with your AirPods Pro and they're of a certain age and or serial number, just go look it up online, contact Apple support, make an appointment, make sure you're logged into your Apple ID and all that, and it works so well. Like, their customer service was just amazing. It was, you got to wait a little while in line sometimes to get service, but the wait's worth it, man. Like, I got new AirPods Pro 2. They work perfectly. They work with my iMac. The noise cancellation is perfect. There's no glitchiness. There's no scratchy sounds. The sound quality is amazing. They work the way they were intended to work. So clearly, whatever hardware, software issues the older models had, they have clearly figured that out, fixed it, and now they're only releasing, the newer, updated versions, and they're willing to replace your AirPods Pro if they are of a certain model and age and they have issues. So what does that mean? Go look it up online, apply for support, make your appointment. Maybe I'll drop a link down there, but obviously it's going to be different for every country, so that might not be much point to that. I'll post an article though in the comments, and obviously if you have any questions, you can post them in the comments. I may or may not answer them, because I find these videos tend to get a lot of questions that are already answered in the videos. So just have a look in the video, and if I'll do the best I can to answer a comment if you have a question that is answerable. But I'm sure, I'm obviously not the only one that has issues with AirPods and AirPods Pro, but it's just nice to see that Apple is taking care of its customers, and if they've dropped the ball, generally for the most part they will do their best to remedy it, and they will provide replacement parts and or repairs free of charge if it's covered under warranty, which this was. So yeah, I would highly recommend contacting Apple support if you've got an older model AirPods Pro and there's issues with it. Definitely contact Apple support, get those replaced if you can. Obviously you can't expect them to replace it, but if it's covered under warranty and they do replace it, obviously you want to be grateful. But if so I hope that helps. If you're having issues with your AirPods Pro, definitely check it out. So I find that generally AirPods tend to have a good 2 or so years use, because batteries age and they only last for so long, and then batteries just don't have the same capacity after a while. And so the AirPods Pro, like, the batteries were okay, they're still working and stuff, but to have them replaced now, it's like I've got a new lease on life with these AirPods, which I bought two plus years ago. My extended warranty that I bought through AppleCare had already run out, so I was past the 2-year mark. I'm probably a little more close to like 2.5 years of the age of those AirPods Pro, and I've just had them replaced, so it's like they got a new lease on life. I've got 2 brand new ones, which are updated. They're the newer model, high quality. The sound is amazing, and so I probably got a good 2 years more use out of these, which is cost effective. And in the day and age of stuff wearing out and throwing things out, which I don't like, because I grew up in a generation when you could just fix things. Things were high quality, but it wasn't the kind of technology that we have nowadays, but it still lasted a long time, and you could fix and repair things and continue to use them rather than just tossing something and buying something new. But we're in a different era now of technology. So yeah, anyways, that's my spiel for AirPods Pro, and if you're having issues, definitely contact Apple support and get it checked out. Thanks for watching, and for liking and subscribing and all that. Thanks.